Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick. So today's Tuesday, so of course we're going to talk new releases. There are about 270 titles coming out this Friday. I only found 5 though that I'm kind of interested in, so I'm going to talk about those. Of course, if there's anything else that you're really interested in, make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know what you're interested in picking up this week. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on that link down below. Go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. I know I see it every episode, but it's a cool place to kind of just continue the music conversation. There's also a couple other links down there. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page where you get t-shirts and sweatshirts. There's a link for the Vinyl Den Patreon page if you want to support the show. So it was greatly appreciated. There's a link for the Vinyl Den Spotify playlist. And so we're updating that every week with just music that we're talking about on the show. Right now, since Ian and I talked about some of our anticipated albums for 2022, this week that's what the playlist all is. Just all singles from a lot of those albums that we talked about. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give it the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So like I said in the beginning, there are 270 titles coming out this week. So there's not a whole lot of... Normally it's over 300. I know next week, I think when I looked at the list, there was like almost 350 titles coming out next week. So it's kind of a light week. So there wasn't a whole lot that I found that really interested me. The first one, this is a band I'm not a huge fan of. I did like I think it was their first album that I really liked. But this is Hellbound by Buck Cherry. This came out last year, so June of last year. But when it was released last year, there was a couple of different color variants that was released. I think this is just on plain black. It's going to run you about $20 online. To be honest, I haven't listened to this album yet, so it's definitely one I need to stream to check out. The next album is one that I probably haven't listened to this thing in it's probably been 25 years or so since I've listened to it. I think I listened to this actually over at Ian's house back in the mid-90s probably. But this is Corrosion of Conformity, Blind. This is their third studio album. This was released in 1991. And Blind was an album where Corrosion of Conformity kind of transitioned from kind of like a thrash band to a little bit more of just like a straightforward kind of metal band. So this was kind of like that transition period. It's actually probably my favorite album by that band, even though I'm not a huge Corrosion of Conformity fan. This is going to run you about $40 online. It's a pink and black marble. I guess I tried to mix the two colors together there. Pink and black marbled kind of color. So it's probably going to look kind of cool. I haven't seen any mock-ups on it yet. I just ain't seen it listed like that. But, definitely an album that I really need to kind of go back and revisit. Another album that I haven't listened to in a very long time, but I know this is also another big album for Ian. I know I'm pretty sure I listened to this over his house actually also. But this next album, this is Dokken, Breaking the Chains. Breaking the Chains was released in 1983 by Elektra, but it was actually released in 1981 originally under the title Breaking the Chains. I know there were some different mixes on that album. Some of the song titles were a little bit different. So when they signed with Elektra went ahead and reissued this album. Dokken re-recorded some of the songs. Some of the titles changed. So it's kind of a different album than what it was when it was originally released in 83. So what we're seeing this week, this is going to be the reissue of that 83 release. This is going to be around Friday from Friday Music, so this is going to sound really good. It's on red vinyl and gold vinyl. So there's 2 different colors you can get. Both colors are going to run you about $35 online. So it's not terrible. It's kind of what we're seeing. A lot of those reissues, a lot of those 80s reissues are going to be in that $30 to $40 price range. So it's kind of right in that same ballpark. It's a good album from what I remember of it. But like I said, same thing with the Corrosion of Conformity album. It's been probably 20 plus years since I've listened to that album. The next one is an album that I didn't even know this band had this many albums, and this is a new album from them. So this is Extreme Witchcraft by the Eels. Apparently, this is their 14th studio album. I have only heard their first album, which I've almost bought a couple of times. I've been a fan of it. I had it on CD back in the day. This is just so there's 2 different versions of this coming out. There's a standard pressing that's going to run you about $25, and then there's a deluxe version that's going to run you about $60. So bit of a price difference between the two, but the standard's just a 1 LP on black. So $25, it's about kind of what you would expect. And then the deluxe version, that's kind of interesting. The deluxe version, it's 2 LPs on 45 RPM. It comes with a CD, and then the Extreme Witchcraft Deluxe Edition comes with a Eels Extreme Witchcraft Ouija board. So kind of an interesting kind of thing if you get into some of that kind of fun stuff that they put in box sets nowadays. $60 I think for a deluxe edition. It's definitely an album I need to check out and stream before I decide what if I'm going to pick it up or not. But like I said, that first Eels album I was a big fan of. The last album, though, is one that if you go back and watch our Sunday episode this week, this was the album that was the number one most anticipated album for Ian. And that, of course, is Jethro Tall, The Zealot Gene. There's a couple of different versions of this. I think there's 4 different packages that are going to be released for this album. But as far as like standard, as far as like vinyl versions go, there's a $45 standard version, and then there's a deluxe version that runs $110. So the standard album is just 2 black LPs and 1 CD, so it comes with both the album and the CD. And then the deluxe version is 3 LPs on white vinyl, 2 CDs, and 1 Blu-ray. So the deluxe version has an extra album of just outtakes, and I heard Ian Anderson say on a podcast just recently in an interview that the extra stuff, there's a lot of like the demos, his early demos that he recorded before he recorded and then sent to the band. That's a lot of the extra stuff that's included in the deluxe version of this. This is the first new Jethro Tall album in 22 years. I liked the Zealot Gene single that was released already. I think all 3 of the singles that have been released off of this new album are all on the Vinyl Den Spotify playlist. If you go check that out, you can listen to the singles off of this. It's an album that I'm kind of up in the air on, but I'm definitely going to stream just because I am kind of a Jethro Tall fan. I'm more of a fan of the 60s and 70s version of Jethro Tall. After that, they kind of lost me on some of their albums. So it's definitely an album I'm going to stream and see what it's all about. Well, that's all I got for you this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Like I said, 270 titles. I only found, 5 that I was really interested in. But like I said, there's a bunch more out there. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are interested in. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. That's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.